Welcome.
I'm finding out most of the shit I thought was real ain't even real. Motherfuckers be gay in Hollywood, you never fucking expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited than a motherfucker to be at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you fuck around and look in the wrong room and shit. Nigga, come here, come here. Is that two niggas kissing? Is one of them niggas Professor Ovi? He came out the closet. He came out the closet. Oh my God, a rubber. Shut the goddamn door.
So here's a crazy New York private party story. I believe we were working with Nelly and Jaquan at the time. So it had to be at least 3 o'clock in the morning. And our manager's taking us through these alleys, and we go up some steps, and then we go down some steps, and then we take an elevator up, maybe 16 floors up, and we get out. And it's just like this dark room in a hallway. So we walk down the hallway. I look to the right, and there's this famous female artist, and she's there making out with another woman. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know. I'm new to this, so I wasn't used to all that. Just girls everywhere. And actually, we were in the room next to her. I think it was a little bit bigger than her room, and she wanted our room. So she actually tried to put us out. So she wasn't really nice, you know, but we didn't leave, and she ended up staying in the small room. But
you ever seen anything like that in the music industry that made you say, you know what, I think I'm at the wrong party, I need to leave?
Oh, well, yeah. For that, we end up in L.A. I got one for you. I got actually a whole bunch of them, but I'm going to give you this one. We was in L.A., and we was getting ready to do the Hollywood movie, sign up for it anyway, you know what I'm saying? It was me, Paul, Ron from Ron's house, you know what I'm saying? It was Big and Rob from Big and Rob, the Fantasy Factory. It was Flavor Flav, 3 6 Mafia, Ron and Big, and Ron and Rob and Big. All of us was in Sony getting a deal for the TV show. But we had to make our own trailer. But when we did that, we had to go out, you know, party with people, hang with people. So we went to this mansion party, man, Paul and Juice. And then the mansion party, they was in there wilding, the motherfucker, you know, cocaine everywhere, weed everywhere, hoes everywhere, motherfuckers naked. It's off the chain. So I ended up went in this room where majority of niggas was in there, and I thought they was getting high, but they was freaking and shit. And Paul them like, I had came out the room and said to ask Paul them, what the fuck are you doing in there? He said, oh, we forgot the tea, country. You got to go take one for the tea. I'm like, take one for the fucking tea? What the fuck y'all talking about? They said, oh, yeah, that room you just went in, that's why we were laughing hard to hear when you was going in there, because, you know, them fakes, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas over there, they on some old shit, you get what I'm saying? So they like, so for us to get this TV show, me, you, or Paul got to go in there. One of us got to go in there and take one for the team. So we were figuring that, you know, you the wild one, you can go in there and take one for the team. And I'm like, oh shit, y'all niggas full of shit like a motherfucker. But hey man, I ain't gonna be able to do it. So one of y'all got to do it. And they kept pressing me to go do it. Yeah, so that was one of the wildest shit I ever been in. Now I can tell you another one. We was in I think it was
So you may not understand this. So what I'm saying is I know how to beat blood out of rock, right? So a nigga can't tell me he gonna give me $100 million to play with my butt. Cause I'm gonna go, 1, I'm not a homosexual. 2, I'm never selling my soul. 3, I don't care if it's $100 billion.
That's
I'm gonna get
you
on my
personally.
Right. Listen,
I'm gonna get it on my own.
Let me get to the point, bruh.
Right.
So I'm gonna get it on my own. A lot of these artists don't be real niggas. That shit you see on the record or whatever they making, they not really solid. They not thorough. They never sold no drugs. They got mommy and daddy at home. They never even been through shit. So when they get proposition and they see a car, they don't drink after a nigga. They don't know
facts.
a nigga going.
They never been in the street. They don't know those
Now
rules
look,
that
I'm
apply.
gonna tell you,
Right.
look, I'm gonna tell you a story, because I ain't really trying to put niggas out there, right? But a nigga in the studio, we from the hood. I used to stick niggas up, bro. Babyface, I used to book niggas. So I'm always on point, bro.
Facts.
I'm on point right now, my nigga.
Facts.
Always on my square. But a nigga that's a square, he don't know. So he don't know watch your drink. He don't know. So now he drink behind a nigga. He get drugged. They rape this nigga. They rape this nigga, videotape it. Then when he in the meeting, they give him a shitty contract. They play the video of him getting fucked by like 3 niggas. He ain't never been through no shit like that. So he like, man, what? Fuck it, I'm just gonna sign. And you gonna give me money? So rather than get that story put out, he gonna sign that bad contract, which is the 360 deal. He gonna take that advance, which is recuperable anyway. So they gonna give him the money just to take back and own the rights to his shit.
I love to ask every artist this, because different artists have different experiences.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen any like crazy, spooky, ritual, weird in this game that you was like, what just happened just now? What's going on?
Man, yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff. I don't say no names, bro, because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ain't got to say no names.
I'm going to come in with new energy. We ain't even going to name nobody. We're going to spare y'all, bro. Spare y'all.
He going to spare y'all. If I find out, I'm telling you. But anyway, go ahead, yeah.
Time to find out, he can spill the beans on y'all, man.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm going to just give you a crazy scenario. We went to a house party in Hollywood. It was half of us. You know what I'm saying? We went to the house party. We saw a lot of famous faces in there. It was partying, mingling. Of course, we like the uninvited guests. You know what I'm saying? We the hood walking through the mansion. And it just was crazy, man. Like, I remember, me and Ghost would tell you this too. We opened up a couple of doors just trying to see what was going on. And I'm gonna tell y'all that too, man. Y'all up and coming rappers, y'all make it to Hollywood, y'all get invited to these parties and all that. Don't be curious, bro. Don't be opening doors. And all
Don't
that.
open them. Cat Williams told you, don't open them doors.
Bro, we opened the door and we saw it. You know what I'm saying? We saw a whole lot of,
And it was people that you were familiar with.
Yeah.
Wow.
A whole lot of inappropriate activity, man, going on. And, it was like, okay, oh, shit, let's close that door. Close that back. After you see it, you see with your own eyes, like, oh, shit. Oh, close that. You walk over here. There's a balcony. We looking down. And it's just a lot of, nothing against gay people. There's a lot of gay going on. Me personally, I love women. What's that, Homo sapien?
Yeah.
That's regular shit, right? So it's like, I'm pro women.
Yeah.
Let's put it like that. I said I got gay family members, so
heterosexual.
Heterosexual.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm not trying to shit or downplay.
Yeah, but it's weird when you didn't know it, people giving it up like that, and you just like, yo, ain't he? Oh,
exactly.
wow.
You open the door and you just see a whole some type of Roman Caligula shit going on in broad day. You close the door, bro. You keep it moving, unless you about that life. And,
So it's your favorite actors, your favorite rappers, and then people see them later, and they'll see you like, yo, Deck, what's up? And you like,
let me tell you something. They saw us peek in the door. right? They saw us peeking the door. When we closed the door and left, and now we examining other parts of the party, same dudes come up to us. Hey, yo, man, yo. They're your best friend now. Because they know you saw. And now they want to check your temperature. They want to see what you know or how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? And I think in that case, that lets them know if you can come back to the house again.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So I know I ain't never been invited back. So I kind of know how they, I feel I know how they stand when it comes to me.
Yeah.
No, I'll skip that type of party anyway.
What they do with the artists is easy. They send the stylist at them first.
Yeah.
And if the stylist is like, if the stylist report back and be like, oh, he ready, then they invite you to the party. And that's when they be like, yo, look, when you go in here, it's gonna be some, you know what I mean? It's a nigga at the door.
Okay, now look, what Ali Vegas is doing to you right now, he's giving you the game of how these niggas be getting turned the fuck out in this shit.
Like,
they try to put this tight ass shirt on you.
That's what they do.
And if you wear the shirt,
they like, oh, he ready.
He with it.
That's you telling them like, yeah, I'm ready. And then next thing you know, you get invited to the party with the greeting is the man squeezing your dick.
Whoa. Did you actually see niggas get twisted to the other side?
You go to that, you go to that party, like if you ain't turning around and you see everybody, you seeing everybody walk through the joint. I mean, the thuggish niggas, you see them walking, you like, and you in the parking lot, like on your way out, like, yo, son, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
And they like, oh, I know.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. Like, yo, nah, that's just some wild shit. Nah.
You know what
I'm just gonna go check it out.
That's like what I'm trying to tell you. Is like, we coming down the hill, like yo. A lot of these niggas don't be hanging out. These niggas be girlfriends to these niggas.
Yeah, exactly.
They be girlfriends to the bigger niggas. Like, I said, I'm just telling you, like,
nah. I mean, what he's saying is actual facts. So a lot of times when you see dudes come in the game, you be like, yo, how he got dug in so fast? He got dug in, literally.
They be
like, yo, how he do that? Yo, why he put him on? Yo, niggas be going to them parties.
Like, you get that bag. I don't care who you is. I don't care if the bitch did you dirty.
Yeah.
You get that bag. You fucking with something from the hood.
Yeah, that shit day one. Yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because why you think that shit don't happen?
Yeah.
Because all that other shit is contractual. Yeah, you sleep in this hotel, I sleep in that hotel, but when we come out, we together.
Damn.
That should be contractual, man.
The weirdoism is really, really crazy. So we say that to say this. Is this what you really want? Because a lot of y'all come into this shit and y'all think you going, yo, I could rap, I'm nice. It's a lot of politics in this shit.
That's why you gotta make, that's why I always tell people, you gotta make the choice of what you want. You want the fame or you want the change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you in the industry,
get to a person of that magnitude.
let me tell you, what they do is they invite you to these parties, these house parties, and then they be like, oh, Whoop the Whoop gonna be there, like your favorite rapper, the big ass person, and Whoop the Whoop gonna be there. Oh, before you get in, you gotta give us your phones and all this shit, and then they might do some gay shit to somebody, and then try to like and record it and tell them, oh, if you expose us, we gonna post it everywhere. And I know that from word of ear, but I know they do a lot of crazy shit in these house parties. And also, what I was about to say. Oh, okay. Let me tell you an experience I went through personally. So I was with some friends in LA, and it was this big influencer party. Should I say her name? It was Bella Thorne party. So I got invited from some other friends. It was on Halloween. I already don't celebrate Halloween. That's the devil's day. But I happened to be with them, and they was going. I was like, fuck it, let's go. So it already was a lot of signs. The party said you have to be half naked. I'm like, first of all, I ain't going half naked nowhere. Second of all, it was like a lot of signs that was adding up that night. Like the same night on Hollywood Boulevard, the party was off Hollywood Boulevard. Some guy got shot and killed on Hollywood Boulevard, so the whole street was shut down. So that was another sign. So then we get to the party. You know, this is the beginning of all this COVID stuff. So we get up there, they tell me, oh yeah, you can't bring your phone in. I'm like, first of all, who ain't bringing their phone in? I'm bringing my motherfucking phone in. I don't give a fuck who you is. It could have been Kim Kardashian and I'm bringing my phone. And then you gotta sign some papers. What am I signing some shit for to get into a party? Like what? Like I'm from Atlanta, we don't do shit like that. And then this is where it really threw me off. They said they had to prick your blood to get in. I said, oh no, I'm good. Everyone else went, I called my Uber and left.
Y'all, they are fucking niggas around. They giving niggas some shit that ain't even what you think. You fuck around, wake up tomorrow, shit, ass nigga with a footy on, and don't know what the fuck you just done did. I mean, real shit. Your motherfucker meat pistol fucked up and your ass hurting. You don't know what the fuck is saying. You don't know who to tell. But this is what the game is going to. That's what it's going to. Then, here it is, it's time for a contract to come out. Nigga want to sign you for 5 years. You like, nah, dog. So you don't want to sign with us? Nah. Not for no nah. Man, pop in the tape. Show this nigga what he did last night. I'm serious. Dude, this real shit I'm telling y'all though. Pop in the tape.
It was some of the most horrific situation. I couldn't believe it, you know.
And this was at a party you were invited to, correct?
Yeah. Let me break to you how it really went down, right? So I'm gonna mention this name. My guy, he was from the Bay Area. He was in this group called Something for the People, and the group was called Something for the People, and his name was Fuzzy. And so by this time, we had put out. I got the hookup, and we all just bought houses in Sherman Oaks, and we were just living the life. You know, I was in my brand new Mercedes, and you know, I had this Rolex. I had hundreds of thousands of dollars in my bank. You know, shout out to Master P. No Limit. I mean, because we was just living this beautiful life, right? Every day was a holiday. And so I'm rolling down Melrose, and I see Fuzzy. And he was like, Reek, oh, my God, bro, like, you're doing really well. You know, Pete, and they put y'all on, and y'all blowing up. That pushing aside you was doing it. I was like, thank you, man, thank you. He said, yo, bro, like, would you like to come to a party tonight? And I was like, yeah, man, there's going to be girls there because, you know, I was just new to L.A. and I've been here, you know, like it might be, you know, a sausage party or something. And I wasn't trying to entertain, you know, no disrespect to those who do that. But I wasn't trying to go to that kind of party, especially back then. I was still a little rough around the edges, being that I was from Richmond, California. And so he was like, no, man, it's going to be women, it's going to be nice, whatever. So by this time, this very prominent guy came out of the store, and Fuzzy was with him. And he was like, oh, Reek, this is Blase Blah, and this is Rico from No Limit, Sons of Funk. He was like, oh, man, I know who you are. Like, I love your music, bruh. Like, you need to come to the party tonight. And now why they chose me, I don't know, man. Maybe they saw, you know, like I was a kind of an industry guy as well, because I'm articulate. I went to college as well, but again, I still had this rough edge around me or whatever. So they what I found out later, they call it grooming. So they was grooming me for this ritual, being indoctrinated into their little clique. You know, because if I had joined the clique, trust me, I'd have been Will Smith by now. You know what I mean? So, and this guy, he's in a multicultural group, and that's about all I'm gonna say. And if y'all can figure it out from there, you got it. So, they said, man, we're gonna have a limo come get you. So I told them where to come get me. I said, well, y'all just had a limo meet me at the Ralph's over in Sherman Oaks. So it came, got me. It took me over to like a different part of L.A., downtown, that I had never been. I didn't even know this part existed yet. And then, so they did this, believe it or not, some out of the movies, man, they did this secret knock. and like the eagle landed at 12 knock, you know, and the door opened, and when I walked in, it was Sodom and Gomorrah. I mean, it was sex, it was drugs, it was gambling, it was men with men, women with women. It was a multitude of the same going at each other. It was orgies. It was whatever you can imagine. But again, I never really seen anything crazy like I did in Los Angeles. That they really do some odd stuff. Now, I guess they do it in those other two places, Atlanta and New York, but I wasn't privy to it like I was in Los Angeles. That's where I got an eye for. It was just like, yo, these dudes really do with these. They do some devilish stuff, you know.
Yeah.
They do it to each other. They do it to the kids. They just man.
What about, you said Fuzzy, he passed away. You heard that there might have been some foul play involved?
Yeah, it's like they say he was sick or whatever, but, then again, people say he was sacrificed, Now, I don't know how all that sacrificial, stuff is or whatever, I don't know. But this is what, what they saying. Because when I seen Fuzzy, he was perfectly fine. It was like nothing was wrong with him. I mean, then less than a year later, he passed away. And then this person that he was with rose to fame like nobody's business.
Yeah, this person, huge star. Did they perform at the Super Bowl?
You something else. I don't know. You tell me.
Possibly, right? Possibly. Well, people are trying to guess, but at the same token, I think a lot of people, they've come to expect this anymore. They've heard so many.
What? I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna tell you this. The Simpsons portrayed this person, and you can find out who that person is they did an episode on The Simpsons, trust me, with this person about this same situation.
So it's actually known then, obviously, that The Simpsons portraying him.
Yeah, your phone ain't cut out. Yeah, man, the Simpsons portrayed him doing just that.
Why do you want me to kill Kenny West's career? I thought y'all was homies.
We were homies, but then his ego got out of control, man, and this is coming from rappers.
We're trying to affect people on a global scale, and he's going on about ostriches, spaghetti wigs, and replacing his cat's eyes with diamonds?
Yeah, everybody knows diamonds are for belt buckles, watches, and teeths.
But we can't kick him out as long as he's the biggest hip-hop star out there. So we need you to sabotage his career.
Why me? Question mark, love, do you mind not putting your feet on the coffee table? It's not me, it's my wife.
Oh, sorry.
Cleveland, you were there in the beginning for Kenny. And let me tell you a little something about these rappers. If someone from the past accuses them from losing touch with the streets, they'll do any crazy-ass thing you say to prove you wrong. I mean, that's how come I dress like a spaceman, to give me street cred. And you've got to trick Kenny into making music no one wants to hear.
Well, that's impossible. I'm a hit maker. Excuse me. Junior, keep it down. I'm trying to have a meeting. Nobody wants to hear your terrible music. Okay, so where can we find terrible music that nobody wants to hear?
What about the polka music?
That's a great idea, featuring Nicki Minaj.
If you get him to play that, ain't nobody ever going to want to listen to him again.
And then he'll be out, which will free up a spot for you. And it's Questlove.
Question mark, shoes for show? I'll do it. And if you're looking for your comb, it's in your hair. Hey, Nikki, Bruno, Quest, Mr. I Am. Just want to give y'all my demo.
Back to the streets.
There he goes, Shimmo.
This is it, Cleveland. If you pull this off, you can be one of us. And this is just a taste of the riches you gonna enjoy. It's a $15 iTunes gift card. You know how many songs you can get? 15.
Cool! How do we listen? Where do I plug up the earbuds?
you ever been to any of the industry parties?
Of course I have.
Really? What are they like? Take us into it.
Are you sure you want to go?
Yes, please. Let me close my eyes and listen.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that I've never told anybody before on camera.
Let me straighten the weed.
Alright, there's a Hollywood party. I'm not going to say any of the names though. I'm just if Spirit give it to you, I will not deny what you say. Okay, it was a certain urban artist, but he wasn't black. Had a big record that just broke. He was married to an actress at the time.
So it was him a Robin Thicke?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was at his dad's house, which I guess is his house now, in Sunset Hills. I went with an old associate of mine. His name is Jimmy, and he was the vice president of Andre Harrell's label, New America.
You talking about Jimmy,
No.
Okay.
Jimmy's black.
Oh.
Now. But he was the vice president of New America, which was the label that Robin Thicke was on at the time. So me and Jimmy get to the party. It was very interesting. There was a certain supermodel that showed up at the party and was thrown out of the party for some very, very, very vulgar conversation, very loudly about people's anatomies. There were video girls there. They were dancing. Michael Rappaport was there that night.
Who?
Michael Rappaport. The one who's beefing with KD. With Kevin Durant.
Is he an athlete as well?
No, Michael Rappaport, the actor. He played Remy in Higher Learning.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he was there at the party. And he was shaved bald like Remy for whatever reason that night. And
it's a white dude, right?
Yeah. And
Joe Fever.
No, not Joe Fever. Zebra. Zebra Head.
Yeah, Zebra Head.
And there was a guy that was a comedian. He used to be on MTV. He just kind of disappeared. He was there. And a few other people were there. Andre Harrell was there. And it was a very interesting night. There was a lot of party favors. And
when you say party favors, we meet.
Yeah, party favors. And of course there was alcohol. And I was a BYO with everything, girl.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sharing nothing with you. I ain't smoking with you. I'm not doing that. So the video dancers were dancing, and then the white girls got upset because they weren't getting any attention because they couldn't dance like the dancers did because they were all women of color. So then they decided to do a whole lesbo love scene on the pool table in the living room by the fireplace.
Of course they did.
And then, of course, all the guys are interested in them. And so then they all got a guy. And I'm like, wow, this is interesting. They had to pretend to be dykes to get some dick. This is interesting. This is so interesting. And I'm just sitting there. I mean, I quickly got the name. I got titled a narc, you know. But there were a few inappropriate things that happened. But this particular supermodel, she did bend over and spread eagle, and she didn't have any drawers on, and she flashed her whole, you know, life force. And told everybody to eat it out raw, inside out, or something like that. I mean, Hollywood house parties are like that, you know, or you'll go and just out of nowhere, you know, things will just turn left.
It seems like as you're saying it seems like this is like the norm.
It's very normal. It is very normal. Just like becoming a new starlet, whether it's on the
casting couch,
whatever, or a new artist at a new label. I mean, it's common that they find out you have, you know, a vice. When you get your room service, you got your coke, you got your weed, you got your pills, right there on your room service for your breakfast. So, and you get judged and invited to different events by what you take. Somebody accidentally dropped the tray off to me one day, and I left everything on it and put it on the tray and left it in the hallway. Now that never happened again, but I also didn't get invited to certain things either. Yeah. You know, it's the trap.
They want to see what you do.
Well, no, they need to get you high. They need to get you, you know, very, you know, they need to be able to massage you a little bit. They need to get that footage on you. They need to get them pictures. They need to get that video. They need to get it on you.
Yeah.
It's standard.
You ever seen anything like that?